The Texas governor, in perhaps a somewhat unusual move, actually wants to pardon someone who's been convicted of murder. You don't hear that every day, right? The Texas governor wants to pardon someone convicted of murder. Wow. I mean, coming out of Texas, that's strange. And then it's notable because the murder happened apparently with respect to a Black Lives Matter supporter at a protest. So, some interesting political implications on this somewhat unusual story. Texas governor wants to pardon a murderer. Okay. All right. The Texas governor voiced plans to pardon an Army sergeant who had been convicted of murdering a Black Lives Matter protester. The defense stated that Garrett Foster was armed with an AK 47. Witnesses say that the victim, himself an Air Force veteran, never raised the barrel of the gun. Prosecutors told jurors that was defendant who started that fateful confrontation with protesters by driving into the crowd, if not striking anyone. Yeah. So yeah, that definitely happened. I remember that happening. I remember the video of that with the person with the AK-47 and all the rest of it. I remember that happening. That happened. That happened near where I used to live because I used to live right downtown Austin. The governor said the prosecutors and jury got it wrong. Texas is one of the strongest stand your ground laws of self-defense that cannot be nullified by the jury or a progressive district attorney. Unlike the president or some other states, the Texas Constitution limits the governor's pardon power only to act on recommendation of the Board of Pardons and Paroles. So the president of the United States has unilateral power to pardon anyone at any time for any reason without any review or ability to question. Not all states are like that. Texas is also not like that. Texas says the governor can pardon only upon recommendation from the Board of Pardons. It does allow the governor to request the pardon, determine if it should be granted, and the governor has therefore made the request and instructed the board to expedite review. Additionally, I've already prioritized reining in rogue district attorneys, and Texas legislature is working hard on that goal. So interesting as well. Jurors on Friday convicted the person of murder, though they acquitted him on aggravated assault with a deadly weapon regarding another protester. We're happy with the verdict, the father said. We're very sorry for the family. There's no winners in this, just glad it's over. I'm grateful for our dedicated career prosecutors and victims, the Travis County District Attorney stated. This happened right downtown. It was like 6th Street and Congress, I think, where this happened, if memory serves, or pretty close to it. And this happened, right downtown. So, and he was just convicted. The governor's already talking about a pardon. A group of protesters were out marching that night. Oh, it was 4th Street in Congress. I was close. So, see, my memory wasn't too bad. I was only off by 2 blocks. A group of protesters were out marching that night. Police said they turned on the Congress near 4th Street. Protesters repeatedly testified the vehicle sped at them. They slapped and kicked the car. Perry, who had been in the area driving for Uber, opened fire 5 times. The person with the AK-47 never opened fire. The prosecutor said the gun had no round in the chamber and the safety was on. Not that you know that, of course, from looking at it. I made a wrong turn. A guy pointed a weapon at me and I panicked. I don't know what to do. I'm just an Uber driver. I made a wrong turn. I never had to shot someone. They started shooting back at me and I got out of the area. There were other shots fired, incidentally. You can hear them on tape. So the guy with the AK-47 may not have fired, but other gunfire was heard. And so I don't know whether or not he was being shot at or not specifically, but it wasn't necessarily unreasonable for him to think that because, he could hear the gunshots. Prosecutors argued the shooting was premeditated. They presented evidence that showed Perry harbored violent attitude to people he called looters and rioters. Apparently, he wrote at one point, I might have to kill a few people on my way to work. They're rioting outside my apartment complex. I might go to Dallas to shoot looters. In one reported exchange with a friend, he chastised Perry regarding shooting protesters in self-defense. We went through the same training. Shooting after creating an event where you have to shoot is not a good shoot. It's not clear that's really what happened, incidentally, from the tape, but okay. Prosecutors argued that Perry was angry returning because he wanted to meet with a woman who was texting him for money. This is an age-old story about a man who couldn't keep his anger about patrols, now about police, and it's now about protest marches. So this This shooting, which occurred 4th and Congress, that's right downtown Austin, you know, at a time when I lived downtown Austin, this person was just convicted of murder, and the governor already wants to pardon him because he thinks the jury and prosecutor got it wrong. So notable, and that is a story that is happening there.